Hello, hello. Hopefully everything is working. um, it's been a long time since I've done a live stream. I hope that you have all been well. I have the sketch ready here. If you've seen my community tab on YouTube, I made a poll asking which anime series you'd most like to see fan art of for this live stream, and Demon Slayer won. So here we are. The other options was My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen. All three series I enjoy quite a lot, of course. And yeah, I know not everyone watches anime, but you know, sometimes you just gotta follow what your heart really wants. And yeah, I've been really, really into this series, much like everyone else. It's available on Canada's Netflix recently, which I was really excited about. But yeah, the reason why I chose to do a live stream this week was because my shop is going to be opening tomorrow, finally, which is really exciting. And it's, you know, a bit of an undertaking to launch on a new platform. So it's, yeah, and YouTube videos take a long time to make. So I figured as a little way of being able to provide all of you content on Friday like usual, but give myself a little bit more time to work on the shop. A live stream was like a good compromise, since a live stream, you know, I'm only spending the couple hours or whatever it is on it, and then it's up and ready to go. Whereas a YouTube video takes, you know, it can take like 2 days to make. So yeah. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a live stream, so. I'm on my lunch break, perfect timing. Oh, amazing. Happy to keep you company on your lunch break. Your art style is just chef's kiss. Thank you so much. Let's see. So, what next? I guess maybe his hair, right? His hair is like this really unique, like burgundy color. Let's see. Have you seen Whisper of the Heart? I actually haven't. That's one of the few Ghibli films that I haven't seen, but I should watch it at some point because I do love Ghibli films. I'm actually I'm actually wearing a Spirited Away shirt today, and when I had a package arrive for me, and the delivery guy, he like looked at my shirt and he's like, "Oh, I like your shirt." It's funny. He has really cool hair. I like the color. Yeah, right. I think it's a fairly unique hair color, I find, for a lead character. Who's your favorite Demon Slayer characters? Oh my gosh, Gyu Tomioka is definitely my favorite, which is why I have him on this page here. I also love Inosuke because he's angry and crazy, and I love it. But yeah, I drew him actually in a YouTube video already. Yay, 2 live streams in a week. I feel blessed. I'm guessing you're a patron, so thank you so much for being a patron. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream for my patrons exclusively on Sunday as well. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to find a color for his hair, because it is, no, that's definitely not going to be the one. I probably should have done some color swatches beforehand, but you know, that didn't happen, so c'est la vie. And the thing about alcohol markers is the color on the lid is always so different from what it looks like on the paper. I think I might have to go with, oh gosh, I already forget. What color was this one? Was it this one? Disaster. Okay, I think that was right. What do you think about Zenitsu? Oh my gosh. So initially, I didn't like him because he was, you know, just like when we see him, he's like groveling, and harassing some poor girl. But over time, I've definitely come to like his character. Yeah, this color is not quite red enough, but I might have to, I'll probably layer it with something else. Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat very well. It's been a very long time since I've done live streaming, and drawing and talking and keeping up with the chat is tricky, but I will do my best. Yeah, this is definitely not the right color, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it somehow. I am watching Boku no Hero right now. What are your thoughts about it? I love Boku no Hero. That was the other option for this live stream for the fan art. And I've also been keeping up with the manga as well. Things are getting crazy. I'm not like fully up to date. I haven't read like the most recent couple chapters, and I heard that things are accelerating. So it's exciting but sad because it's apparently on its last arc. But the 5th season is coming out like very soon. Very excited about that. Bakugo is my favorite. Thoughts on Comic-Con for artists or art conventions for artists? Oh my gosh, I love doing conventions. It's obviously we can't right now, but normally I used to do them every year for the past number of years, and I think that it's a great place to connect with other people in the art community / like fandom community, and that's where I like kind of initially started really selling my work, was at conventions, like in person, before I started selling online. So I think it's a great stepping stone in getting a gauge for what people are interested in, and if people are interested in buying your work and things like that. So yeah, I live in Toronto, so I'm very thankful and fortunate to have a lot of conventions happen in the city. I know some people have to like travel because obviously conventions don't happen in every city, but okay, I'm trying to figure out, I really should have picked some colors before I came on stream. I can't seem to find quite the right color. I guess I'm just going to use the same. I guess his hair and eye color are essentially the same. And this is definitely not quite warm enough, but yeah, I really miss doing conventions, and I look forward to doing them when we can go back to them. Do you use coal erase pencils for your sketch? Yes. I do. They're pretty much what I exclusively use to sketch with. I have not used a graphite pencil in probably years, if I'm being honest. I just find I find graphite, it's so smudgy and just doesn't appeal to me. And yeah, I find with a color pencil, it looks a lot nicer underneath the whatever medium, even like watercolors and stuff like that. It like, even if you can see the sketch, I find it looks a little bit more complementary, which is why I usually go with a red since I do portraits so often. Okay, we're gonna do his kimono thingy. I think this might be a little bit more muted than what it actually looks like in this series, but also these are totally not squares. Whatever. It's all right. It's a sketchbook. It doesn't need to be perfect. Do you watch any TV shows that are not in the anime genre? If so, what are your favorites? Of course, yeah, absolutely. I definitely watch lots and lots and lots of different things. I recently finished watching The Boys, which is an Amazon original, which is based on like a graphic novel. It's a very violent TV show, but it's an interesting take on the superhero genre. And then speaking of, you know, oh my gosh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, this will end up being black. It's okay. I will fix that later. But yeah, I also really am excited for the new season of The Umbrella Academy. I think they're filming right now. And yeah, both The Boys and Umbrella Academy are filmed here in Toronto, which is pretty fun. It's fun when I watch the shows because then I get to, it's like an Easter egg hunt, being able to see or try and find or identify the locations. Like that was definitely the case with The Boys for sure. There's so many locations that I'm like, oh, I totally recognize that. Your live streams have motivated me so much to create more art. Yay, that's awesome. I love oh yay, lots of people liking The Boys. Frenchie, oh my gosh, I love him. He's my favorite. I made a post. It was like I was on Instagram and it was just my usual art post, and in the description I had talked about The Boys, and someone was like, "Frenchie is my chaotic husband," and I was like, I feel that. Let's see. I've been struggling to find inspiration. How do you get past that? Inspiration comes from everywhere. I would say that consuming media that you enjoy, I think, is a good place to start. That's kind of one of the things that I like to do, like either whether it be books, TV shows, movies, music. It really just depends on what inspires you. I also own like a lot of art books, so I'll sift through those, or I, follow a lot of artists on Instagram, so I, look at the artwork from artists that I admire. I made an entire YouTube video talking about my, where I get my inspiration from for my artwork. I love Tanjiro's earrings. I want a pair. They're so cool. That's like Demon Slayer all around is just a very strong series, but anime or the character designs are really, really strong. Very, very distinctive and interesting and very aesthetically pleasing. Will the live stream be saved? Yeah, pretty likely. So long as I don't say or do anything too embarrassing, it should be. I probably will save it. What is your opinion on Hunter x Hunter? Currently, the pacing of where I'm at, it's very slow. I've actually never seen or read Hunter x Hunter, which it might seem surprising because it's so popular. But yeah, I have not gone around to it yet. I've seen it is on Netflix, so maybe I'll get around to it at some point. I'm so much into Jujutsu Kaisen at the moment. Do you watch it? Would love some fan art. Yes, I actually made a poll on my community tab asking which fan art people wanted to see the most for this live stream, and Jujutsu Kaisen was one of the options. Unfortunately, got the least amount of votes, but I definitely will probably be making fan art for it at some point because I also am very much obsessed with it. I only started watching it maybe a week ago or something, but I'm fully invested for sure. I recently, or last night actually, I watched up to the newest episode, and there's only one episode left until the season finale, which is kind of sad because now I have to wait, or we all have to wait until the next season. But I might just start reading the manga. There is actually a prequel manga too, to the prior to the events of when the series begins, the anime. So that'll be pretty cool. Did you watch Tokyo Ghoul? Probably my favorite anime. I haven't seen it, but I should add it to my list. I've definitely heard of it before. How are you doing in these past few weeks? Up and down for sure. Sometimes I'm not feeling great, and then sometimes I'm feeling all right. It's really depends on the day. It's strange, but you know, as we all are, we're chugging along with the current circumstances. I've done a review on this sketchbook on my YouTube channel. I do like it a lot. I find that it gives really nice flat washes, I guess. It's weird to call it washes because they're markers, but yeah, I find that the colors lay down really nicely on this paper. Have you heard of Skate Infinity? It has become a popular anime at the moment, and it's so good. Yeah, I've been seeing it around a lot, and one of my art mutuals was telling me about it, and I don't know anything about it. I just know that people have been talking about it, but yeah, it's I might have to like watch a trailer or something because I don't know anything about it. I'm assuming it's about skateboarders. Back in high school and college, I really wanted to learn how to skateboard. My friend in college, he was a sponsored skateboarder. I don't know if he still is. He was, but anyway. And so he's like a very good skateboarder. And I remembered wanting him to teach me, but it never ended up happening. Honestly, I think I would be terrible at it. I'm not I'm not very good with anything mildly athletic, so. Where do I watch my anime? I was saying earlier, Demon Slayer is on Canada's Netflix. I don't think it's available on everybody's Netflix. Obviously, international or Netflix is, depending on the country you live in, the variety is different. But yeah, Canada's Netflix actually has like a fair amount of anime, which is pretty awesome. And I know a lot of people watch anime on Crunchyroll as well. Once you finish it, are you planning on doing any form of sketchbook tour? Oh my gosh, yeah. I love sketchbook tours and I want to do a sketchbook tour, but the thing is, I take so long to finish sketchbooks because I work in so many different sketchbooks. Like let's see. Look how many pages there are. It's a lot of pages. And this sketchbook I've been working on front and back. So it's going to take a very, very long time. And I have probably like 4 other sketchbooks that I'm working in as well. So yeah, unfortunately, it's going to take a long time for me to actually finish any of these sketchbooks, but that's definitely the hope if it ever happens, aka in a couple years from now, probably, because it takes so long. But yeah, no, I definitely would like to do sketchbook tours at some point. And the thing is, if I just committed to one, like working in one, then yes, I could probably finish it faster. But the thing is, I use so many different mediums, and a lot of the different sketchbooks that I use are suited for certain mediums. Like this is a marker sketchbook, so I pretty much only use it for markers and colored pencils, and then I have sketchbooks that are more suited for watercolors and mixed media ones. So yeah, it's all over the place. And then, you know, people are asking me to review different things, and I'm like, oh my god, I have so many already. So yeah, it's a bit hectic. How do you get Holbein acrylic gouache from drawing when painting? It dries. I just have to work with it while it's wet. I don't have a secret. I have heard about people using, what's it called? Stay wet palettes. And basically what it is like it's like a tin and it has a lid, and it comes with these like sponges that you put underneath the palette paper, and you wet the sponge, and then it helps keep your acrylics and gouache wet longer. I don't have one and I've never used one, but that's an option if you want to preserve your colors for a long period of time. I just use the paints while they're wet, and then when they dry, and I have to accept the loss. Thanks for joining the stream. Is Little Witch Academia returning? Is it? I would be so happy if it did. I was really into it. I thought it was so cute, and I was sad that it was such a short-lived series. So that'd be great if it came back. I felt like it had so much potential for more. I feel like the initial teal that I did was a little bit too light, so I'm just going to use the same marker and go over it a second time. Oh, almost forgot the square. I love your style. I want to rewatch Demon Slayer again. Oh, thank you so much. I know, me too. I zoomed through it when I watched it, and that opening theme song is so good. Do you have a favorite marker brand? No, I don't actually. I don't have a preference. They're all really similar, honestly. And I don't use alcohol markers really intensively. Like a lot of people, will do a lot of blending and things like that. So that's when I think the differences between the brands are more noticeable for artists like that. But I use them so simply. So no preference. Who is your favorite My Hero Academia character? Mine's Hantasero. Oh, that is such an underrated character. I was not expecting that. My favorite is Bakugo. I love my feral angry boy. And I also really love Shinso, who, because of the newer arcs in the manga. I say newer, but it's like technically old now. But the arc that I'm talking about, the 5th season, is going to be covering it. So very excited for him, for my boy, Shinso. Okay, let's see. Yeah, put this earring in purple so it's like in the distance. And then there is, I just have my iPad here with some reference photos of Tanjiro. There we go. Have you watched The Mandalorian? I did. I loved it. I really, really like The Mandalorian a lot. I am obsessed with Baby Yoda. Or what's his name again? Grogu? Yeah. Baby Yoda is life. So cute. All right, we need a burgundy color for the second round on his hair. Oh, this might be the one. Yay. Grogu, right? Aizawa is also super cool. Yes. Oh, he's another favorite of mine for sure. Definitely. Aizawa is the one. Sorry, I gotta go online classes. Thanks for streaming by. Have a good day. Aw, have a good time at class. I don't know how to approach this, to be honest. We watched all Star Wars series and movies at the beginning of quarantine. And I just read the Asaka Tano novel. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was so hyped for Ahsoka. There we go. Ahsoka. I've never, I haven't consumed, extra lore from the Star Wars series, but my friend has, and she was so excited about her being in The Mandalorian. And I thought she was so cool. I wish that she got more time in the series because I really, really liked her. She's my favorite character. Yeah, she's super, super cool. I think they are talking about doing a season 2 of The Mandalorian, if I'm remembering correctly. So it'd be cool to see them develop her character more. Or maybe she's getting her own series? I don't remember. That'd be cool too. Do you watch Tokyo Mew Mew? I don't. I mean, I technically had seen it a little bit when I was younger and it was airing, like the dub was airing on TV, like a long, long time ago. And I think I watched like a little bit of it, but not a lot. Not a lot to like remember really much about it. But it looked super cute. And I remember thinking it was so funny that the main character, Ichigo, had the same name as Ichigo from Bleach. And they're both like such different characters. But yeah. Super cute. Did you watch The Owl House or Amphibia? I love them so much. I haven't. I think my friend told me about Owl House, and I remember thinking, oh, I should watch this because it looks cute and it's about it has like magic and stuff, so definitely seems like up my alley. So many shows and so little time. Do you think Yuri on Ice was worth the hype? I don't know. I've actually never seen it. I imagine that it's probably good. I have no idea though, because I've never seen it before. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. This is, I don't know what. Maybe I should have made the sketch lines darker so I knew where to go from here. But yeah, Yuri on Ice. I think it might be something I might get around to eventually because I feel like I'd probably enjoy it. Will you do a sketchbook tour? Oh, yeah, I talked about this earlier. I would love to do a sketchbook tour, but I take so long to finish. Like, I don't have any finished sketchbooks, so when I finally do, that's the hope. But who knows how long it'll take me to actually finish a sketchbook. You know what? I might have to just fill in. Because the initial color that I use is actually like way too light anyways, so. Have you ever watched She-Ra? Yes, I've seen the first season, I think was what I watched. Like, I think every live stream I've ever done, She-Ra ends up being brought up, and which totally makes sense because it's definitely a really popular series right now. But I don't know what it is. I couldn't. I didn't get hooked on it. But I do appreciate how empowering and inclusive the series is and how diverse the characters are. So everything about it, I was like, it makes sense that I would like it. But I don't know, it just didn't, I didn't get hooked. So I didn't continue. The hair's looking great. Oh, thank you. Have you ever watched Winx Club? No, I haven't. I think, yeah, people are really up in arms about the new, like, this, like, weird Winx Club live action remake or whatever it is that they're doing. I don't know. It looks weird, but I understand why people would be upset for for that. But yeah, no, I never got into Winx Club. I think I was maybe a little bit too old by the time it was going around. But yeah, I find these live action remakes of animated series to be pretty tiresome anyways, so whenever they announce something being made into live action, I'm just like, oh god. It just never translates. It's just never gonna be, it's never gonna live up to what the original was, so I don't feel the need to get invested. Have you watched any Studio Ghibli films? Oh my gosh. I grew up watching Studio Ghibli films and I still love Studio Ghibli films. I'm literally wearing a Spirited Away t-shirt right now. Yeah, if you go back into, you know, any of my old YouTube videos, and I say old, they're not even that old, but I've done fan art of a bunch of Ghibli characters in the past on my YouTube channel. So yeah, big fan. Being a fan of Studio Ghibli sounds like an understatement. It's like part of my being, I feel like. My Neighbor Totoro was something that I watched religiously as a kid. And then I remember renting Kiki's Delivery Service. And just, yeah, I loved it. Loved it. You made Tanjiro so youthful. Gold star to you. I mean, he is youthful. He's like 13, right? In the series. But yeah, I definitely wanted to capture his like kind eyebrows because he's a very kind, sweet character. I mean, I feel like all the characters in Demon Slayer, like the art style just sort of is very youthful looking. Oh, that's not the color I thought it was going to be. Oh, everybody drink water, hydrate, stay hydrated. Most people draw him like a 26-year-old man. I mean, that's fair. I think a lot of people tend to age up their character or their drawings. I think that's fair, but yeah. OG Teen Titans, yes. I don't know if we were talking about that, but yes, OG Teen Titans is a big favorite of mine as well. I've never seen Teen Titans Go, and I refuse to watch it. I'm trying to find a good color for his lips and stuff. Let's see. That might be too pink. So the thing about drawing male characters is you don't want to get it too warm. I'm trying to get this back in the thingy. There we go. Who are your favorite musical artists? So many. I guess at the moment, I'm really into Jessie Ware. Mostly just been listening to her newest album, What's Your Pleasure? Yeah, it's really good. Very sultry. It's got good vibes. I've also really been into, still really like the Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Halle. I have had tickets to see Rina Sawayama for over a year now, or about a year now, because of the pandemic, and obviously the concert keeps getting rescheduled. It's now supposed to happen in October, I think. Fingers crossed. I'll be able to go. Have you seen any of the X-Men movies? Yes, I think I've seen all of them. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. I never saw the third one in the original trilogy of the X-Men movies. I saw but I seen the first two, and then I saw X-Men First Class, and then I saw the Days of Future Past. I saw Logan. I've seen them all. I really actually watch a lot of superhero genre movies. It's its own genre now at this point. It's there's so many of them. But yeah, no, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Logan made me cry like a baby. Oh my gosh. Okay, in the spirit of keeping things simple, since I've taken so freaking long to do this, I think I am going to just add a little bit of colored pencil and then just do the line art. Just looking at what colored pencils here. I refuse to watch Logan again. Oh yeah, no. I think that's a movie, one of those movies where I'm like, once is enough. Once is enough. And I think that's okay. That's okay. That some, I think just because you really enjoyed a movie or whatever doesn't necessarily mean you're going to want to watch it more than once. And I'm definitely someone who gets very invested, emotionally invested in movies and whatever it is that I'm consuming. And so it's very emotionally taxing. even if I've already seen it and I know what's going to happen, it's a lot to relive. But it was very good. It was a very good film. And I appreciated, like I said earlier, how there's so many superhero movies out there now that I think with Logan, it was so refreshing to see a new take on it, or a different take on it. Similar to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, which I haven't seen yet, but I've heard really good things. So I do want to watch that at some point. But it seems like in a similar manner where it's taking the genre in a different way. I like rewatching movies, so I've seen Logan twice. I normally do. I guess maybe I really like rewatching movies and TV shows that are feel good, I think, usually. I think that's usually what I go for in terms of rewatching things, but I'm definitely guilty of that too. I love rewatching stuff. Especially with the pandemic, I've found that I've been revisiting a lot of nostalgic stuff from my high school days and my youth. I told myself before going on stream, I was like, I'm not going to do color pencils. That takes so long, but here I am. I can't help it. I can't wait to see you color Nezuko. I've wanted to draw her for a while now. Thank you. Yeah, I've also been wanting to do more Demon Slayer fan art, so today was the perfect time. I think I'll probably work on Nezuko next, and then I'll do Gyu up here. I think that's the plan. All right. Okay. Let's line art. Do you like Billie Eilish's music? Yeah, I do. I haven't listened to her. I've only listened to her which album was it? When We Sleep. What's it called? You know the one. Her debut full-length album, I think. I haven't listened to her newer album, but I do like Billie Eilish's music generally. Have I listened to Positions? I have. I really liked Ariana Grande's album before that. Thank You Next. I really, really liked that album. Positions was okay. I don't know, I didn't like it quite as much, but it's okay. I was gonna use my brush marker for this, but I'm not feeling very confident to use it. So I'm gonna use this fine liner first, and then maybe I'll, for the little details, and then maybe I'll use the brush marker for like the bigger areas. When we sleep, where do we go? Yeah, something like that. That sounds right. Wow, it's 2 p.m. where I live. I just woke up. Yeah, it is almost 2 p.m. here as well. I set my alarm for 8:30 every morning, but usually that ends up being, I don't get out of bed until like 9. I usually hit snooze like 1,000 times before I actually get out of bed. I'm trying to see what is earring. Okay, so it's got the sun here. Like this. Coolest earrings ever. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to start painting with acrylic gouache? Definitely use like a thicker paper. It doesn't have to be watercolor paper. It could be like a mixed media, but I do think that using a slightly thicker paper is good. Honestly, like, yeah, you can watch, YouTube videos to get a feel for it, but honestly, you're never gonna really know until you just try. Like, you can watch a million tutorials, but you'll never really understand how to use the paint until you actually just like jump in and do it. What's your favorite anime? I'm such a indecisive person, and I'm always, I have a hard time picking like one thing when asked about a favorite anything. But I will say that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is just, I think it is stellar. Like, I think it's a really, really good series, and yeah, so I think if I really had to pick one, that would be the one. I've seen it from start to end, like, I think 3 times at least. I love it that much. And I'm always a little bit sad when it's over. Have you seen The Promised Neverland? I haven't. I've gotten a couple of questions about that one. I have not seen it, though. It is actually on Netflix, which keeps being recommended to me, but I have not seen it yet. Originally, I remembered when someone asked me about it, I thought it had something to do with Peter Pan because Neverland, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, I think I'm going to take the risk and start using a brush pen. Have you watched Haikyuu? Yes, I love Haikyuu. I talked about it in my most recent YouTube video, actually. Kuro is my favorite. I love him. And yeah, it's funny because I'm not like a sports person at all, but I love Haikyuu. And I mean, obviously Haikyuu, and I think probably a lot of sports series. Oh no, I smudged it. Oh, I smudged his face. Shoot. Okay. That's why it sucks to be impatient. Do you see that? I smudged his nose. The line art was not dry yet. Bummer. Okay. I have to be careful not to touch. That is annoying. I feel like I always smudge the nose. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I feel like with sports series, it's definitely, the appeal is the characters and less about the sports. I think with Haikyuu, they could be doing anything and I would probably love it. I have to go. Oh, thanks for joining. All the supplies are listed in the description. I tried to preemptively list anything that I would possibly use in today's video, but I believe this is the Pilot pocket brush pen. Thanks for joining me, guys, by the way. Thanks for joining me in my stream. I appreciate you hanging out with me. It had been a long time since I been on stream, just because I've been kind of emotionally all over the place. And of course, someone earlier at the beginning of the stream was like, this is so boring. And I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks for that. So I appreciate all of you hanging out with me and for your nice comments. How do you feel about Mermaid this year? Oh my gosh. Okay. Every year, Mermaid just sort of creeps up and I end up being like, no, I wanted to do mermaids. But then, you know, I get busy with whatever commitments. And so this year, I really do hope to be able to spend time doing at least more than one mermaid illustration. I think each year, just out of busyness, I end up getting one out. So I would love to do maybe 3 or so. I think that'd be cute. Or at least 2, actually. Maybe 2. I always set my goals high and then end up not being able to meet them. So maybe I should aim for 2 illustrations this year. But I was thinking maybe of doing, I think it'd be cute to do your classic mermaids and then like a pairing to go with it of like sirens. So like a dark and a light set would be fun. Everybody drink water. I got my cute Walter sticker. Stay hydrated. Luna or Artemis? I gotta go with Luna for sure. Still waiting on the day for a magical cat to tell me I've been chosen as a, or not chosen, that I was secretly a magical girl in a previous life. Oh gosh. Are you guys ready for me to do the eyes? It's such a nerve-wracking thing. Maybe I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm too nervous to do it. Do you always post your live afterwards? Usually, yeah. There's actually, yeah, I think I have 2 or 3 of my YouTube live streams up for viewing still. And so long as nothing terrible happens during this live stream, I will probably save it for people to watch later. Those lights are so clean. Thank you. I try. I'm definitely I feel quite rusty with brush markers. It's been quite a while since I've used them, but something that I told myself I wanted to do, just in the spirit of the Demon Slayer style, I wanted to do more like harsh, dark, black shadows. Something that I don't always do, but think is really appealing. All of the art supplies that I'm using in today's video is listed in the description down below, and I've linked everything to Amazon, although I do recommend checking out your local art supply store if you can. That's where I usually like to get my art supplies from in person at local art supply stores. Obviously, online shopping is the way to go right now, but if you can, or when you can, definitely recommend checking out in store. Oh god, okay, here we go. Is everybody holding their breath? Oh my god, okay. Lately I've been yeah, really just in the mood to draw male character fan art. Not sure why. Maybe because I've been consuming so many webtoons and anime lately. Oh my god! Wow, that was scary. When I make fan art, I try to remember that it's my interpretation and style, so I don't get discouraged that it differs from the original. Yeah, for sure. I think that that is like a risk sometimes, because people, you know, they come to know the character in a very particular way, and some people feel like, you know, they need to tell you that that's not what the character looks like, and yada yada yada. And yeah, I definitely think that's the right attitude to have, that you are interpreting the character in your own way. So yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go about it, for sure. Now we need to give him some. And yeah, I think that's the beauty of fan art, is it is interesting to see the characters that you enjoy in a new light, like in a different way. And yeah, I think it's fun to try and translate things into your style as well, especially if it's fairly different from what you normally make. Favorite anime opening song? Definitely Demon Slayer for sure. I mean, or unless you're asking me, I'm not sure. But I agree with you that Demon Slayer has a really, really good anime opening song. I really liked the 100K illustration you made. I love the totally opposite characters. I love them together. Thank you so much. I really, really enjoyed that illustration as well. I'm quite proud of it. I think I have it here. Yes, I do. For those of people who might not know, this is the illustration that they were talking about. So this is on my Instagram using gouache and watercolors. I'm quite happy with how this turned out. It was very rewarding. I also really like the first, I've been listening to the first opening from Jujutsu Kaisen a lot too. I'm really, really into that song as well. I forget what it's called right now, but it's also quite catchy and really digging it. Okay, I'm gonna thicken some of these lines here. I'm trying so hard not to touch it so I don't smudge it again. And yeah, I thought it would be fun to try and do. I've been really digging artists who do these like really kind of just harsh black shadows. So I thought that I would give it a go also. There's just something really satisfying looking about it. Do you work with washi tape? I have yet to ever create an illustration that like included washi tape in it. I've definitely seen people do that before and it's really cool. But yeah, I have not done that myself. I pretty much only use washi tape for, in terms of my artwork, I just use it sometimes to mask off the edges of a paper if I'm using watercolors. And then of course I love using washi tapes in for my like shop orders on my shop and things like that. I know a lot of people like to use it for scrapbooking and bullet journaling. I also technically bullet journal, but I don't go like full aesthetic mode with it. I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Recently I made fan art from Nana. Do you know this manga? Oh my god, Nana. Okay, Nana was something that I absolutely loved in high school. It was one of the mangas I was like really, really into. And I think the style and fashion from that series really like influenced me a lot as well. I have not read or seen it since high school, but it definitely had a big influence on me. I adore it. I should probably revisit it one day. Do you have any tips on drawing male characters? Funny you should ask. I literally made a YouTube video about drawing male portraits, so I would recommend checking that out at some point. All right, so now we're gonna move on to Nezuko because I've spent too much time with Tanjiro over here. And let's see. I'm just looking up a picture of her so I know the color scheme that we're working with. She's pretty pale as well, so maybe that's not the right color. An anime I remember being really obsessed with as a kid was Princess Tutu. Yeah, that's a really popular one too. I've never seen that one actually though, surprisingly. Have you ever tried digital art? Yep, I have YouTube videos doing digital art. Have you seen the webtoon Yuna and Kawa-chan? Its color scheme is amazing. I have not. I will add it to my list though. Look, I have a list from my premiere that I did when people were recommending me stuff. What? Oh no, I lost it. Where was it? What was it again? Oh no, I lost it. Yuna and something. For those of you who don't know, I've been reading a lot of webtoons lately. Literally was reading started a new webtoon, and I was reading it earlier today while I was eating breakfast. I think I might make Nezuko's neck just a little bit thinner because she is a sweet, dainty girl. Well, she looks dainty. We all know she's not. She's very powerful. Have you read To Love Your Enemy on Webtoon? No. Do I have that written down here yet? No, I don't yet. Let's see. But the webtoon I was reading this morning is called Devil Number 4. I'm really into it. It's a really fun take on the concept of devils and angels, and in like a contemporary setting. Devil Number 4 will make you cry. It's so creative. Oh no, really? I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. I started reading it because I kept getting into series that weren't finished, and it was so frustrating because I'm impatient. So I saw Devil Number 4 pop up, and I was like, okay, this one's finished, so I can, keep reading it to my heart's content. Which is like good and bad, because then I can just keep infinitely reading it and get distracted and not be productive. But yeah, Devil Number 4, the character, I love him. He's so expressive, and I find I really like characters that are a little bit have a little bit of a hot temper. I just find it really amusing. It's so scary coloring skin with markers. First layer always looks so wrong. I know, especially with this this paper, it always is like really, really dark and then dries as it lightens. Yeah, which is why I always do swatches on the bottom to reassure myself that it will end up okay. But yeah, I feel you on that for sure. What is your favorite manga? Oh gosh, I can't pick one. I don't think I can pick one. But I have been reading Boku no Hero. I've been like up to date with it. Age Matters is a really good webtoon. Oh yeah, I've been seeing that being recommended as well. Do you read YA novels? I don't read a ton of them, but I do enjoy them when I do get around to reading them. Let's see, I need to pick a color for her eyes. Yeah, a series that I've been kind of debating on is Percy Jackson and the Light. No, what is it called? Percy Jackson and the Olympians, right? Something like that. People are obsessed with that one, and it's a pretty long series from my understanding. So I'm kind of like, that might be worth checking out at some point. But I've been so consumed with webtoons that I don't know if I'm gonna get around to novels, because I recently got Dune. Where is it? I have it here. I got Dune here. Super cool cover, by the way. Love that. Chonky boy. I got it like a couple weeks ago, but I still haven't started it at all. Yeah, Percy Jackson has 3 sequels. Wow. But yeah, so that's kind of on my list at some point. Maybe one day. Oh my god. I just realized I didn't do her chin. I hope this is the right color. Everyone drink water. What kind of fan art do you like to do? I think, I mean, yeah, I like fan art in general. I think anime is probably the one that I do the most. It's really what started my whole art journey in the first place, so I definitely have a soft spot for it, and I think that the character designs are often quite appealing. Let's see. Okay. Also, her kimono, it's interesting. I think her eyes are like a more blue pink, and then her accessories and stuff are more of like a peachy pink. Small detail, but I want to go with that. I hope your migraine gets better. Thanks for coming. Have you ever read a book that was made to a movie/show after you watched it first? Wait, have you ever read a book that was made to a movie/show after you watched it? Oh my gosh, I totally picked the wrong color for her chin, I think. Oh no. I remembered I'm not sure if I'm understanding this question correctly, but I do remembered early college, late high school, I read The Mortal Instruments. And then later on, it got turned into a movie and now is a TV show. So that was interesting. And they actually filmed, I don't know if all of it, but a lot of it in Toronto. And I actually ran into some of the actors from the Shadowhunters TV show while they were filming here, which was pretty fun. Whenever I like run into celebrities or whatever, I never like tell them that I know who they are, because I'm just like, they just want to live their lives, I'm not going to bother them. Plus, it just feels awkward, but yeah, it's interesting. Will this live stream be saved? I want to stay and watch, but I'm about to fall asleep. Oh, get some sleep. I'll save it. I don't think anything horribly bad is going to happen during the stream, in which case I will save it. If something does bad happen, then it won't be saved, but I don't think that should be an issue. Guys, I am so mad about getting this chin color wrong. Let's swatch this again. And double check. Okay, this is the color. I love doing fan art from the books I really like. I read like Percy Jackson and Anne of Green Gables. Yeah, it seems like everyone in the chat is really into Percy Jackson, so I will definitely... Oh my gosh. I already swatched them and then I already forgot which color was which. Okay, that's the lighter one. That's 322. This is the darker one. Okay. So I'm gonna make the under the chin darker for sure. Any tips on doing art streams for YouTube? I would say that for me, I like having the sketch done beforehand because I get really nervous and stressed sketching on camera, and it's like even more so when it's live. So that's one thing. And then also pick a medium that you feel pretty comfortable with, because it is tricky juggling a chat room and talking while drawing at the same time, which is why I don't usually do, or which is why I favor markers and colored pencils for live streams, because it's a medium that is just a little bit more straightforward and I don't have to worry about paint drying and things like that, or mixing colors. I've done gouache live streams a couple of times, which have been really stressful. So yeah, so just, you know, but it depends. I've seen like Victoria, I never know how to say her last name, but she used to be called Juicy Ink on YouTube. She does a lot of watercolor live streams on her Instagram, which, like, mad props to her, because I don't think I would be able to do that. But yeah, it definitely will vary for the person, and obviously every artist is going to be more comfortable with certain mediums, but yeah, just trying to, you know, make it as easy as possible for yourself, basically. Have you ever done any K-pop fan art? I think the fashion would look so beautiful in your style. Thank you so much. I'm only a very light K-pop fan, in the sense that I've only listened to like a handful of, sorry, I just burped. I've only listened to like a handful of songs from BTS and Blackpink. So I'm a very light K-pop fan. So have not done any fan art before, but I will agree that the K-pop fashion and aesthetics are very appealing for sure. Okay, Nezuko's hair is kind of like a warm charcoal. This might be too dark to go in with initially, but let's see. Maybe... Well, these darker, these markers are dark. Very dark. Trying to go for like a warm gray of some sort, and then maybe I'll layer it up. Okay, this looks, yeah, let's go with this. I'm so glad I finally got to come to one of these live streams. Yay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining, I mean. I appreciate you coming to join. If you had the chance to live wherever you wanted in the world without worrying about language or job, where would it be? Good question. Honestly, like, I don't think I would want to live anywhere else other than Canada, to be honest. I mean, I guess another thing is it's hard to say exactly because I've never lived in another country. So I don't know what it's actually like to live in another country, but I understand that there's a lot of benefits in living in Canada. So yeah, of course, there's a lot of places I want to visit and travel to for sure. But in terms of like actually living, I think I would actually stay in Canada. But Japan is definitely on the top of my list in terms of places I want to visit / travel to. I've never been before, and I've only heard good things. So that's definitely somewhere I would love to go one day. I am not doing a good job staying in the lines here. Do you like Paris? I have never been to France before, so I have no idea. It's been a while since I've used these markers. I've been using brush tip markers more often lately, and I think they definitely have more versatility in terms of getting in these nooks and crannies. How do you sketch perfectly from a picture onto your sketchbook? I try to do that, but end up having to print out the sketch. Yeah, no, I definitely would say that this did not look perfect right away. I definitely do a lot of erasing throughout the sketching process. And I also prefer like sketching digitally and then printing it out. But in terms of when it comes to my sketchbook, I try to tell myself that it doesn't need to be perfect, and so that's why I just leave it or I sketch directly into the sketchbook. But there's definitely a lot of erasing that happens for sure, which is why I sketch before the stream, because it's stressful. Do you like Harry Styles? Yeah, I really liked his new album, Fine Line. Really good. I was never a One Direction fan, but I really liked Fine Line. It was quite good. Listened to it a lot. I think I listened to it so much last year that one of the songs, I think it was Adore You, is that what it's called? Was one of my most listened to songs of the year of 2020. Okay, I think that might be a touch dark. Let's go for, let's see. That might be more what I want. Pastel colors or neon colors? Ooh, I like both for sure, but I gotta go with pastels for sure. Whenever I buy literally anything, I always check to see if I can get it in like a pastel color. And yeah, if you've seen my studio tour, I painted one of my walls in my studio like a baby pink. And a lot of the things that I own are pastel colors as well. How do you decide on poses? I actually answered this question in my most recent YouTube video, but I think that when you're going into a drawing, it's good to decide on like the vibe or the intention that you're going into the drawing, and then the pose will come with it. So when I decided to draw Gyu Tomioka from Demon Slayer, I knew that he wields a sword, so I thought it would be good to draw him with his sword. And then you brainstorm from there, like, do I want him to be, you know, in a battle pose with the sword? Do I want him to be drawing it out from the sheath? You know, you just have to like brainstorm from there. What is your dream job apart from making art? This is the dream job. I mean, I think if I was being perfectly honest, the dream job would to not have to work. But you know, that's not realistic. But yeah, I've always wanted to be an independent artist, and that is what I get to do now, which is pretty amazing. And I do try to remind myself of how lucky and fortunate I am to have achieved that. But it does come, like, one of the things that I think that I wasn't fully prepared for was that even though, you know, I've achieved said dream, it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't come with a lot of stress and days where you don't want to do it. You know, I think, what's that quote when it's like, if you're doing what you love for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. I don't know what job that quote was referring to, but even though I do love what I do, it is still work. So, yeah. And there is a lot of elements that are required that are just not quite as fun, like answering emails and stuff. But again, that's just the nature of life. Have you heard In the End? Are we referring to like the Linkin Park song? That's the only thing that comes to mind. What color pen do you use on a regular basis? Example, black, brown, pink, etc. I don't think I have a preference. I actually, in my bullet journal, I use, I'm always using several different colors because I try to color coordinate certain things, like tasks related to YouTube. I try to use blue. And then, I don't know, I just find I like using multiple colors. It just looks more appealing. I remembered I really liked Linkin Park, yeah, like back in high school. And I remembered being really into when they did that like collab with Jay-Z. I remembered I used to listen to the Numb Encore collab song like a lot. It was a really cool crossover for sure. I recently actually, for whatever reason, like Linkin Park was on my mind, and I found this video that someone posted of Jay-Z like paying tribute to Chester, and I was like at one of his like more recent concerts, and or not recent, but like well after their collab. It's really cool. Very cool. I really liked Evanescence. Oh yeah. They were cool too, for sure. It's funny how Evanescence, the Bring Me to Life song, is like become like a huge kind of meme now. Who would have expected that? Hope you're having a great day. Take care of yourself. I'm devastated Daft Punk has disbanded, but people have to live their lives. Yeah, oh my gosh. I totally feel you on that. I'm a big Daft Punk fan. I was shocked when I saw that they disbanded. It's one of those things where you just don't expect it to happen. And but yeah, it's true. Like they've been together making music since like I think it was 93 or something, which is crazy. Like, and obviously they've left, you know, a huge legacy. It's really incredible, the music that they've made and how influential they are. But yeah, it's true. It's bittersweet. You know, all good things come to an end, as they say. But yeah, I was shook. If you could choose one color to draw with forever, what color would it be? Probably a navy, like a navy blue. It's most versatile. Favorite Pixar and Disney movie? I think, ooh, that's hard. I think favorite Disney movie right at this moment in time, I'm gonna say Hercules. I think that it is really underrated, and I just love the music and the humor, and I thought that the style was really fun. And then for Pixar, I might have to pick. Part of me wants to say Toy Story, part of me wants to say Monsters Inc. Yeah, that's a tougher one. I found that when I was a kid, I watched Disney movies more than Pixar ones. I think I was really into musicals. I mean, I am still really into musicals. So I think that's why I watched Disney movies more than Pixar ones. Plus, I've said this like in a lot of my YouTube videos, but I am more partial to 2D animation. And when I was a kid, obviously, Disney in the 90s was doing all 2D animated films. So has a special place for me. Okay. I think I don't want to go too heavy-handed with the color pencil this time. Young me was breaking her head about how Meg's hair worked. So true. I can't believe how they managed to pull that off for when they do the like characters at the parks, because it is like doing some crazy things. I love Meg. I love her. She's so sassy. I mean, there's a lot of sass happening in Hercules in general. Hades is probably one of my favorite like Disney villains for sure. I think I must be dead inside because I hate Up. Oh no. I forgot about Up. I actually own that on DVD. I do love Up, actually. Maybe not a favorite, but I do like it a lot. Do you like Greek mythology? I do think it's really interesting. Yeah, I have like this Greek mythology book that I've been meaning to like look at. Okay, but WALL-E? Yes, I love WALL-E. WALL-E is also very underrated. Like, how amazing is it that they made a story about robots like that can't talk? Like, it's pretty amazing how they are able to hit like all the emotional beats with so little dialogue. Yeah, I agree. WALL-E is great. Also, yeah, I remember someone mentioned that me getting the chin color wrong ended up just looking like a shadow, and you were right, that did end up working out for me. Oh my god, now I feel bad I didn't like WALL-E. It's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. It's you know, not everything is going to be for everyone. WALL-E x Eve has more chemistry going on than most of the human couples out there. You know? I feel that. I feel that. Anime or realism drawing? By the way, which markers do you love and which markers do you dislike and why? I mean, I definitely consider myself to be like a stylized illustrator, so I don't think that my work is quite anime, but it's also not quite realism either. So I would say that my work is somewhere in between. And that's definitely the type of work that I often enjoy, like work that is not fully realistic. I think that it just feels more appealing for me. But obviously there's nothing wrong with realism. It's just not something that I find myself gravitating towards very often. Tina, if you dyed your hair, what color would it be? I mean, right now it's like a purple. I think like the ideal color that I think I would really want is gray, which I've definitely tried to do multiple times in the years, but it's so hard to get. It's so hard to get a gray. So I've had to settle for blues and purples. I think, let's see. What do I want to do next here? Oh, you know what? I want to give her like a background color. What color should we give it? What color should we go for? Maybe like maybe just pink? A peach? The ends of her hair is like an orange, so maybe like a peachy color. Let's see. Hello, Tina. I missed your streams. Aw, thanks for coming. As a fellow Libra, do you find it hard being consistent when sticking to a work/art schedule? Yes, 100%. I'm really hard at giving myself like a structured schedule in general. So yeah, and I get so many questions from people asking about, you know, how do I manage my time and how do I stay on top of things and stuff like that. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know, man. I'm like struggling with that. It's all an illusion. So I'm drawing a character from a TV show, and in the series, she has to have this little like bamboo thing over her mouth. It's a long story. It's yeah, very much in context with the series, but yeah. What colors have I tried already? I'm forgetting. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with a pink because that's like the color most associated with Nezuko. Pinky color. How long have I been streaming for? 98 minutes. Okay. I made sure to eat lunch before the stream because there's definitely been times in the past where I've oh, what did I do here? Okay. There's definitely been times in the past where I go into the stream without having had lunch, and the whole time I'm just like, I'm so hungry. So this time I made sure to eat beforehand. Wow, this is not, I did not stay within my line that I drew here at all. But that's okay. This is just meant to be a casual time in my sketchbook, so it's all good. Have you ever done an art challenge other than Inktober? Have I? That's a good question. Maybe not, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier, but there's every year when Mermaid rolls around, it sort of sneaks up on me, and so I'm never able to like fully participate, but I usually end up at least getting like one mermaid illustration out that month. So this year I want to get maybe 2 out if I'm being realistic. Nezuko, my baby. I know, I love her. The 6 fan arts. Yeah, I did, I think I did 3 or 4 rounds of 6 fan arts. Which I actually did in the sketchbook. Y'all ready? Y'all want to see them? Hold on. I often get people being like, what? Draw this character. And I'm like, I have. Hold on. Oh, here's some Naruto characters that I did on a stream like a long time ago. Where are we here? You're getting like a what? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is actually a YouTube video that I did. We've got Koga from Inuyasha, Draco Malfoy, Yoruichi from Bleach, Shoto, Garnet, Azula. And then I did this one, which was all male characters. A lot of angry boys. And then this one. Super fun. I loved doing the 6 fan arts. Oh, I did this one too. Oh my gosh. I did a lot of them. Unfortunately, the previous illustration on the other side like bled through, which was annoying. So unfortunately there's like weird streaks on these characters, but Rosa Diaz supremacy. I love Rosa. I was literally watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine while I ate lunch before this stream. Howl is the ultimate fictional boyfriend. Froppy is queen. I love Froppy. Oh my god. She's probably, yeah, I think she's my favorite female character in My Hero Academia. All of the art supplies are listed in the description with links. I got you. Okay, let's... This is so patchy. Oh my god. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's... I'm just gonna live on the edge here and go straight in with this brush marker. Can you see it? Sorry. Here we go. What art supplies do you dislike? I remembered in high school I used oil paints for the first time and only time, and that was definitely not for me. I'm too impatient, I think, for oil paints. I have never used them since, so it's not like a really fair assessment because obviously that was a long time ago, and I think that I'm probably maybe more equipped to work with them nowadays. But yeah, that's a medium that I don't really have any interest in trying again. You're inspiring me to break out my markers and have an afternoon of art. Yay, that's awesome. I love hearing that. I'm so happy to help motivate people or inspire people to get creative because it's good for the soul, I think. I'm trying to work from left to right this time so that I don't smudge like I did with Tanjiro up here when I smudged his nose. Yeah, I think because this is a little bit closer up, it's slightly less nerve-wracking using the brush marker. Oh, low battery. Hold on. I made sure to have a charging cord nearby. Let me just charge my phone here. Oh, also, drink water, guys. I don't have a preference on markers, to be honest. What do you think about Moria Elizabeth? I'm not sure what that is, or who that is, I should say. Ooh, I'm into that. That's fun. Okay. If you were a witch, what would your power be and who would be your familiar? Ooh, that's a fun question. It's kind of cliche, but I think I might want to go with a cat as my familiar. I know I feel like that's like such a cliche answer, but I really do love cats. And then in terms of what kind of witch I would be, I do love the idea of being able to like brew potions and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. I remember talking about this in one of my Q&A videos, and I think I had said that. And the thing about that though is I was really bad at science in school. So I think in actuality, I'd probably be a bad potion maker, but in my fantasy world, that would be pretty cool. I think someone mentioned Bridgerton, if I remember correctly. Yes, I've seen Bridgerton. I talked about Bridgerton. There's like a whole storyline, low-key storyline in my studio vlog where I was watching Bridgerton. I joked that Bridgerton is basically if Pride and Prejudice and Gossip Girl had a baby, that would be Bridgerton. It was very entertaining. It was a lot of fun. The costuming's beautiful. I really enjoyed the like string quartet versions of modern songs that was like peppered throughout the series. I listened to that sometimes on Spotify. It's pretty fun. All the supplies I'm using is listed in the description. This is the Pilot Pocket Brush Pen. Gucci or Chanel? I don't know, actually. I will say, though, actually, probably Chanel. Never mind. But yeah, this outfit is inspired by a Chanel collection from 1996, I think. Do you ever spend time practicing things that you're not good at? How do you motivate yourself to keep going when you're feeling put off? Yeah, definitely. You're never going to get better if you don't practice and approach things that you're not good at. It's like what Jake the dog said from Adventure Time. The first step to being good at something. Wait, what is this? What's the quote? I was like so confident. I was like, I totally remember this quote. But yeah, I think it's fair that you're pretty likely not going to be good at something right away. And something that I've actually been practicing lately is drawing male figures, because that is something that I definitely don't think I'm very strong at. I don't really think I'm very strong with drawing figures in general. I think that I still have a long way to go. But male figures for sure is something that I think is more difficult for me than female figures. So I've been doing a lot of figure drawing in general in my ugly sketchbook, but yeah, I've been trying to spend more time doing male figures, just from like various life drawing websites and stuff like that. And how do I stay motivated? I don't know. It's sometimes you just gotta force yourself, but also I think remember why you're bothering to do it in the first place. Like the big thing for me of why I want to improve my figure drawing is because I primarily draw people and I want to continue to be able to improve that. And I've been I've been more and more inclined to do more male characters, mostly because there's so many fictional male husbands that I need to draw. Please do more of these live streams because I'd love to relax and draw along with you. Oh, yay, I'm glad that you're enjoying the live stream. What was I gonna, there we go. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so I am struggling with finding time for everything, and one of the things that takes up a lot of time is making YouTube videos every week. And so something that I'm going to try doing is instead of 4 YouTube videos a month, I'm going to try to do like 3 YouTube videos a month and then 1 live stream, because that way you all of you get to still have some kind of content from me, but I'm able to give myself a little bit more time to work on other things. So that's something I'm going to be trying. I'm not 100% sure if it'll stick. And of course, the month of April actually has 5 weeks instead of 4. So there will still be like 4 YouTube videos and then 1 live stream, I think, is the plan. So I'm working on your 100K, draw this in your style, and it's so nice to do along with the live video. Yay, that's awesome. Glad to hear that you're working on that. Take a moment to appreciate the amazing cat emojis. Oh my gosh, those cat emojis are so cute. How do you avoid from people stealing your artwork? Oof, yeah, that's a tough one. There is, unfortunately, you can't, it's not foolproof. People, unfortunately, are going to steal your work because it's out there on the internet. But, I do try to put watermarks on my posts on Instagram. And, that, I think... Oh my gosh. No. I goofed that eye. Which means I have to. It's like putting on eyeliner. when you make one too big, you gotta like make the other side bigger. You just keep going back and forth until they're almost the same. Yeah, art theft. I mean, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. That's definitely not a fun thing about being an artist on the internet, or being an artist that posts their work on the internet, is that you do unfortunately have to potentially deal with art theft. Do you prefer a square sketchbook or a rectangular one? I don't know. I actually don't work with square ones very often just because they're not as common, but I don't know if I have a preference actually. Squares is definitely nice in terms of like Instagram, because Instagram's posts are usually square, but yeah, I don't know if I really have a preference actually. Do you read a lot of books? I don't actually. I keep telling myself that I want to read more often, like novels, but I don't know why. It just doesn't end up happening. I've been reading a lot of Webtoons though. I think because I'm such a visual person, that's probably why I often gravitate towards comics, Webtoons, manga. More than novels. But I was saying earlier that I recently got Dune, which I will eventually read. I'm not sure when. And for a while, I actually I had a Audible subscription because I told myself, well, okay, like if I am unable to make time to read novels, then maybe I can just do audio books. That way I can work on stuff and listen to them at the same time. And I don't know what it is. I haven't listened to a lot of the books that I put in my library. Do you read on Tapas? It has a lot of short, sweet comics. I have not. I mostly, yeah, right now I've just been reading everything off of Webtoon. Oh, I remember this pen. This page is looking lovely. Thanks so much. Favorite Dragon Ball character? Oh, you know what? I don't know actually. Dragon Ball was something that I watched a little bit when I was a kid, like the bad like dub when it was on TV when I was a kid. And I remembered I was watching it, and then I mentioned it to somebody, and they were like, "Isn't Dragon Ball for boys though?" And that discouraged me from watching it, which is so lame. Because, you know, series, anything can be for everyone. So it is a bummer that that's the attitude that people have. But obviously I don't have that attitude anymore. I was a kid at that time. But yeah, unfortunately, not very familiar with Dragon Ball. I feel you always got that comment when it came to Pokemon. Really? That surprises me, because I feel like Pokemon was something that I thought was meant for everybody. I mean, again, everything should be for everybody, but yeah, I was obsessed with Pokemon when I was a kid, for sure. Are you familiar with Soul Eater? I've heard of it, but I've never seen it or read it, unfortunately. And that's the same with Tokyo Ghoul as well. Man, I totally went into this thinking I was for sure going to be able to finish this entire page in the live stream, but this is... I always underestimate how long stuff takes me when I'm doing live streams. Pokemon was on my entire childhood. Yeah, definitely. What's your favorite food? I think it's a toss-up between Vietnamese food and Thai food. I feel like those are definitely my favorites. And then if I have to like pick like a food item, I'd probably have to go with noodles because very versatile. Very versatile thing. Okay. I think with Nezuko, maybe I'll do a second or a third layer for the irises here. Yeah, something to do at work instead of work. First time catching one of your live streams. Love the spread so far. Thank you so much. How long is this live going to be? Good question. What time is it? 3 o'clock? I started at 1. Oh, wow. It's already been 2 hours. How does this happen? Okay. Let's say... Shh, don't tell my boss. Wow, there's so many people here. Hello, thanks for joining. At the beginning of the drawing, putting the marker down as... at the beginning of the drawing, putting the marker back in its spot. At the end, the entire desk full of markers. Yeah, 100%. Look at this. Wait, ready? Look at this. So many markers. And then I got my Nezuko reference up there and my water bottle. Okay. I really have to pee, but I also would like to start our boy Gyu Tomioka with you. So, for those of you who have been hanging out with me for a bit, let's all go to the bathroom and grab some water or tea or something. I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. Okay. Wow, people still stayed. Thank you. Thanks for staying. Okay. I want a live stream, but I don't even have a channel. Well, so yes, with YouTube, you do have to have like, you have to meet certain requirements for like eligibility to live stream. But I believe, if I'm correct, on Instagram, you can do live streams without any issues, like any Like there's no requirements in order to live stream on Instagram, I believe. And I know a lot of people use Twitch as well. I don't stream on Twitch right now. It's something that I'm like have thought about, but I'm not quite there yet. Also, Gyu is so far away for all of you. Let's see. Can I put this underneath? That helps prop him up a little bit. There we go. How long have you been streaming? I started it's been about 2 hours. Yeah, it's been almost exactly 2 hours, and my knees are killing me because I actually stand during my live streams. But I don't think we're gonna get him finished, but I think we can at least start. And I think I'll probably stream for another 20 minutes. I have to go to work soon. Aw. I have a YouTube video on how I film my live streams and how I film my YouTube videos. But I use a regular tripod, regular just camera tripod, and a standing desk. Okay, that's... Yes, okay. Oh yeah, I should pull up a picture of him. Gyu Tomioka is actually my favorite character from Demon Slayer. Patiently reading, waiting for you to release the creepy inspired prints. Yes, yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm opening up my shop tomorrow. Do you have a tall stool or anything? I feel like those are nice for short breaks at standing high desks. That's a good call. I should do that. I spend so much of my time sitting. So that's why I like having a standing desk, but it is kind of, yeah, when I'm doing live streams, I forget to like move my legs. Okay, I'm trying to find a different skin tone for Gyu. He's pretty pale. Maybe I'm trying to let this dry, but I know that's like annoying to wait for with live streams. I'm gonna go for it, guys. We're gonna go for it. Hope for the best. Question, what are your pronouns? She and her. I've thought about putting that in my profile description, but Instagram, like, you can only have so much text in your bio. So, alas. Do you have any favorite Demon Slayer ships? Normally I'm like the first person to be, set and sail all the ships. But yeah, not really with Demon Slayer, surprisingly. At best, maybe Gyu, Tomioka, and shoot, what's her name? The butterfly, Hashira. I'm forgetting her name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, putting that first layer of skin tone down is always so nerve-wracking because you don't want it to be patchy. Okay, there we go. I think his bangs are a bit heavier, but I can fix that later. And I think the color actually, the skin tone color actually turned out okay. Shinobu, yes, thank you guys. Thank you. I'm so bad with names. Like always. I don't know why. Like even you know, for a series that I've been watching for a long time or whatever, I'm bad with pronunciations. I'm better with remembering them. So thank you. Okay. So next we want his, let's do his kimono. It's like a medium red. This feels too dark. This one? I think this one I used for, yeah, that's the one I want. What Hogwarts house are you in? I'm a Slytherin. I've done the Pottermore test twice. Like for first when it like initially launched, like many years ago, and then like years later when something, I don't know, for some reason something happened with the website, and then it required everyone to take it again. So yeah, I'm a Slytherin through and through. Which, yeah, I think it kind of does make sense for me because I would agree that I'm a pretty driven and goal-oriented person. So I think the Slytherin house does make sense for me in that way. Have you watched Hunter x Hunter? I haven't. I feel like I should. It's very very topical right now. A lot of people have been, I feel like it's been going around in the people making fan art of it and stuff. It is on Canada's Netflix, so perhaps. I've actually been rewatching Naruto. It's also on Netflix, and I hadn't seen it since high school, so it's been a very long time since I watched Naruto, and yeah, it's interesting watching it now because when I was in high school, Sasuke was my favorite character, which, you know, I was all about them teen angsty boys, and now watching it as an adult, I'm like, no. Sasuke is not my favorite anymore. Do Art X alcohol markers have brush tips? I think that they do make brush tips now. I don't have the brush tip ones, but I feel like I've seen people using it. Pretty sure. My fave is Gara. I like him too. Yeah, I think right now my favorites are Rock Lee and Shikamaru, I gotta say. Which I was not expecting. But I can't resist Rock Lee's just so he's so endearing. He's so earnest. Cannot deny. Oh, we're gonna be using blue. I haven't used any blue yet. Okay. For his eyes. Shikamaru was always my fave. Konoha character. Yeah, he kind of gives me like Sokka vibes, but without like the goofiness of Sokka. And yeah, I really appreciate his kind of his whole vibe. I like it, and I think I really appreciate analytical, like intelligent characters as well. I think they make for a really interesting watch. I used to have 2 plush Garas and a backpack of his sand gourd. Oh my gosh, that's you sound like you probably got that at an anime convention, right? I feel like that seems where you would get that. I miss going to conventions. I mean, I always tabled at conventions. Like I would be the person behind the table like selling artwork, but I still miss doing them. Cuz even though like I wasn't like going around doing stuff, I still got to, you know, obviously chat with people and see everyone's cosplays and stuff as they walked by. So cool. Are you talking about anime? And if you are, which anime? Because I want to watch it. Yeah, we were talking about Naruto. Wait, hold on. Will you do fan art? Well, there is Naruto fan art in here. Hold on. Really silly, goofy Naruto fan art. But it started out with, I was like, I really want to draw Rock Lee as a frog because he reminds me of a frog. And then I just kind of kept going. And yeah, they're really funny. I think I might turn them into stickers or something. Anyway. How long is this stream gonna be? Probably another, I said like 20 minutes, like 10 minutes ago, but I don't know, maybe another half hour. Who knows? Who knows? I'm technically like definitely need to do stuff today, but this is a nice way to avoid doing responsibilities. There's a meme of Naruto saying Sasuke in different languages. Oh, really? Naruto has been memed like crazy. Like, I definitely witnessed a kid doing the Naruto run, like in real life. I was trying so hard not to laugh out loud because I'm pretty sure the kid did not know I was there. I love how Kakashi is the only one without an animal hat. Yeah, you know, he's too cool for that. The choking Sasuke meme was called. Agreed. Oh my gosh, so funny. Oh, I'm dying. Bruh, everyone in my class does the Naruto run. I'm dying. Oh, so funny. Oh my gosh. I ran into a guy who cosplayed Sasuke recently too. It was hard to contain my cool. Oh my gosh, the Sasuke hair must be so difficult to achieve. I mean, most anime characters' hair is just defying all laws of physics, but the little duck, the little flippy duck thing on the back end is looks like it'd be difficult. How often do you draw in your sketchbook? Not this one in particular, but in general. It changes. Yeah, I feel like every year I tell myself I want to work in my sketchbook more often. And I don't know, it's It's hard to say, hard to say. But I think that I'm getting a little bit better with it, just in terms of I've been trying to do more figure drawing studies in my sketchbook, so I do try to do that more often. But yeah, it does vary. And I do try to have a sketchbook spread for my patrons every month as well. But that doesn't always happen. But, you know, again, all about trying. I'm very inconsistent about everything. About everything in my life. Which is why I think I'm so hesitant to have a Twitch account, because Twitch is definitely about being consistent, having a consistent schedule, and I don't think I could follow that at all. Tanjiro looks so grown up with your style. That's so funny. Someone was saying that he looked youthful, and then I don't know, I guess maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. Either way. I've been taking notes, mental notes throughout this whole stream on how to better my technique with alcohol markers. Aw. Well, lucky for you, I do have YouTube videos on my process of using alcohol markers as well. Okay, should we attempt the pattern over here? Or should I do his hair first? Let's do the hair. The pattern on this side is really complicated. It looks like this. For those of you who have never seen the series, it's complicated. I'm not ready. Tanjiro is baby in any style. He's such a sweet boy. Tanjiro is baby. Hair is something that I find that I struggle with, and something that I've been trying to take mental notes of when I'm reading I've been reading a lot of Webtoons and manga, is how these different artists break down the hair. And one of the things that I try to emulate is breaking it into chunks and try not to think of hair in like individual strands. Of course, procrastinate on the pattern. It looks so challenging. I know, right? I watched Haikyuu because of you and told my friend to watch it as well. She's now obsessed, to say the least. Yay! I love hearing about people getting into TV shows or whatever after I've mentioned it in a video. That makes me so happy. Of course, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the series. I hope it wasn't a waste of your time or something. Okay, let's switch to the bigger nib. I gotta go now. Wish you the nice rest of the stream. Yay, thank you, thank you. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer because I do need to get some work done today. AKA prepping for my shop, which is finally coming back tomorrow. I'll make an Instagram post about it. I'm aiming for the shop to go live probably around 1 o'clock and probably around noon for my patrons. My patrons get early access and they get a discount because they are funding my livelihood. So they get special perks. What are we, weaves? What do we want? Sleep? Bless. Have you drawn Inosuke? I have. Inosuke was the first Demon Slayer character that I drew. Wait, hold on. Where is it? I'm getting derailed, but that's okay. I did the Inosuke drawing in my video on the Ohuhu pastel markers. So I did Beth from The Queen's Gambit. I did Eliza from Hamilton, Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club, and our boy Inosuke without a shirt, of course, because he never wears a shirt. Yeah, really fun. So if you haven't seen that video, it's up. On what the thumbnail for that video is, where is it? Look at Geralt. Look at him. So beautiful. Yeah, the thumbnail for that video is this. Any of my Ohuhu videos, I do a lot of fan art at the end. I sneak it in at the end of the video. Yeah, because I know that obviously fan art is not going to be accessible for everybody, so I like to try and structure the video so that the first half is not fan art and then the second half is fan art. Because I am a Libra and I'm a people pleaser. And I try to make everyone happy, but I do have to realize that is not going to be the case. Have you been watching Jujutsu Kaisen? It's really good. Yes, I have. I'm obsessed. Yeah, Megumi and Satoru faves. Also, the female characters in Jujutsu Kaisen are really well written. I really appreciate that. Do I finally attempt this kimono? No, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna keep doing the hair. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I live right next to a school, and the recess school bell goes off every day. No Bra is my baby. Yeah, I love her. Yeah, the female characters are just great. They're so well written. They're diverse. They have complex like personalities, and they're cool. I really appreciate it. I'm obsessed with Cardcaptor Sakura because of you. Yay! Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Cardcaptor Sakura is very, very, very near and dear to my heart. It's a series that I kind of attribute to starting my whole art journey, really. I started drawing like avidly because I was doing fan art for Cardcaptor Sakura. So, yes. So is Maki. Maki could stop me. Oh my gosh, yes. Maki could step on me and I would thank her. Any new store items? Yeah, I'm gonna be releasing prints of like some of my newer illustrations that I've done lately, and I'm gonna be selling some originals as well, but mostly is gonna be just a lot of the items that I had previously. I wanted to have more new items, but which I've been like in the behind the scenes have been working on new stuff, but it does take time to like manufacture these things and for it to come in. So Unfortunately, not everything is going to be ready for tomorrow, but yeah, there is going to be a couple of new prints and stuff. What is hair, honestly? His hair is so crazy. Anime hair is crazy. Yes, I've talked about My Hero Academia a couple of times today. I do love it a lot. I have drawn Froppy and I've drawn Bakugo, and I do actually have an illustration that I did like a couple years ago of all three of the boys, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Midoriya. I remember I was selling it at a convention and someone was like, they look like they'd be in a K-pop group. Is this the right color? I don't know. Hair is strange. Yes. The characters were like 90% legs and the non-existent hips made my day. Card Obscure is amazing. You're so right. The legs are so long. Legs for days. Okay, I think the sheath, what color is the sheath for the sword? I don't know. I can't see it. Gray? Just go with gray. Clamp loves themselves some long limbs. Yes. Do you read manga as well? I do. Hair is my worst enemy. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I should be doing my assignments for college, but here I am reading Demon Slayer, watching you be a queen. Aw, thank you. I think what's the bane of my art existence? So many of them. Used to be hands. I think I am getting better at hands. They're still difficult, but I think I'm slowly improving. Drawing in general is hard. It's hard. This is so not straight, but that's fine. Who remembers the body is on XXX-holic? The neighbor's stupid music is giving me a headache. Aw, sorry about that. Anatomy kills me the most. I can't draw. Yeah, anatomy is hard, definitely. I've been doing a lot of figure studies lately to try and improve my figure drawing. I'm stalling. There's a lot of just black happening with this character design. Let's use this gray. This might have been maybe too warm, but kind of want to try and differentiate the different grays I'm using for different elements of his outfit and character. So I'm going for like a more bluey gray for his hair, and then I guess I'm going with a warmer gray for his outfit. Do you tend to set aside specific time for art, especially when for fun, or do you just kind of see when you have time? Definitely the latter. Well, actually, yeah. It depends because, so art is my job now. So there is cases where I have to make something for the sake of work, like with YouTube videos or like this live stream. And then in terms of setting aside time for fun, yeah, that's when I just sort of have to find pockets of time to do it. It's kind of weird. It is a weird thing when you end up monetizing your hobby. Because, like, what I'm doing right now, like the fan art right now, like this is fun. This is fun. I mean, I chose to do it because I thought it would be fun. But it is also like work at the same time because I'm doing a live stream in place of my usual YouTube videos. So it is a weird kind of relationship you have with art when you, yeah, do it for work. Yeah, the work schedule must be hard because art can take forever, at least for me. I take multiple days sometimes. Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing too, is something that I struggle with is a lot of the times I feel rushed when I'm making stuff because I have to meet certain deadlines. And so sometimes I don't get to like take my time with certain things. Oh, sorry, I wasn't on camera. There we go. Yeah, so it's definitely a bit of a balancing act for sure. This is a really large area to block in. This is where a chisel tip comes in handy though. These like really large flat areas. Not that it's perfect, obviously it's like gonna be like super streaky, but is that Nezuko? Yes. Can you please tell me some animes to watch? My favorite is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's my favorite one. This is Demon Slayer. If you're interested in watching something that's very popular right now, I also really like it in general. What kind of markers do you use? Here. And it's all in the description. Fruits or veggies? Fruits. I think fruits, yeah. Okay. So I've been live streaming for about an hour and 2 hours and 40 minutes. I told myself I was not going to stream for 3 hours and we're almost there. So yeah, unfortunately did not get around to finishing our boy Tomioka, but just as a little way of kind of getting some closure on this, we are going to put the white highlights on Tanjiro's eyes. Ready? Ta-da! Really lights it up. His nose is all funny from me smudging it, but you know, c'est la vie. Oh, and we should do Nezuko too. Getting out of doing the pattern I see. I know. I will do it. I will eventually, but I'm going to avoid it for now. Imagine that Posca just explodes paint everywhere. That would be so depressing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I unfortunately am going to call it a day for this live stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It started out a little rocky, but we did a decent job here today. Got most of it done. I did not I did not finish it, unfortunately, but when I do finish it, I will post it on my Instagram page. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have lots of videos on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check them out if you enjoyed this live stream. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My shop is opening tomorrow. Yay. And I'll make an Instagram post about it. And yeah, I appreciate all of you, and I hope that you have an amazing day or evening wherever you're at. I'm going to save the stream. I don't think I did anything too embarrassing. So for those of you who didn't catch the first half or want to watch it later, I'll have it there for you. So thank you guys for your really, really sweet support and nice comments and hanging out with me. Bye. Oh God, how do I stop this? Okay, bye.